about like the inventory constraints. I'd like to know more about that. So is that something that's holding you back from, scaling higher?
In the past, yes, but now we're
Mm,
starting to bring in more. We've gotten a small business loan. We're kind of getting ahead of that. But yes, absolutely. Like our ads guy kind of he wants to kill us at times because we've never let him just go crazy. And
mm.
obviously COVID and all those things.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. It's Hugo here, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I moved into a new apartment this month solely for the reason for filming and recording a bunch of crazy trainings for Wi-Fi Money Masterclass, making sure that I record a lot of content and videos, ensuring that I serve you guys properly. So yeah, I'm gonna be locking myself in this apartment for 1 month, with one exception, which is going to the gym, which I also encourage all of you guys to do. Most of my viewers are young, hungry males who strive to be great entrepreneurs, and I really recommend you guys go on the path of fitness and building your physique, looking great, building that confidence, because it really helps with sales calls as well. Just looking good. Sometimes I even get compliments on my sales calls for being jacked. That bicep right there doesn't lie, man. Yeah, but let's just hop right in the video to show you guys how I signed this 9.7K per month retainer just last week. Let's go. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. In this video, I'll be talking about how I closed a $9,700 per month SMMA client and retainer. There is no performance fee on top of that. So let's just go right into the video and dive right in. So a lot of you guys might be asking, well, how did I find this client? Well, this was from cold email. So a lot of people are a lot of gurus on YouTube that preach, don't do cold email, it's saturated, there's so much competition there. I'm here to say, and I'm living proof that this is BS. Cold email is still a great form of outreach. And for those of you who watch my channel on a regular basis, you know that I get most of my clients through cold email, and right now I get a lot of inbound leads because we've generated that SEO for on Google. We're posting blogs on a weekly basis for my agency website, and also we're growing our LinkedIn account, so we're also getting a lot of inbound leads from there. But I did reach out to this client via cold email. We sent like around 30 back and forth emails before we actually decided to hop on and work together, and it was just a great experience overall. It felt great. On the first call, he was very skeptical because I was charging such a high fee. It was a discovery call, but he did end up asking what the price is. We went through the sales call. I did diagnose him and ask him a lot of diagnosing questions, such as, what's your monthly revenue? What is your goal revenue? It's very important to get very crystal clear on the exact numbers that your clients or your prospects are doing. If you don't get clear on the exact number that they're doing, it's very hard to close them, because first of all, you don't have enough information to know whether or not you can serve them properly. And second of all, in their eyes, you have no idea of what their business is capable of, what type of numbers that they're generating. So if you don't even have that piece of information, how are you supposed to close them or give a reasonable price for your service? So on that discovery call, I went through some diagnosing questions. The prospect was like, okay, cool. I really did, dig down into his pain points, asked a lot of questions. So when you're performing a sales call, remember, guys, position yourself as a doctor. You're trying to see what's wrong with your prospect. How are you supposed to help them? If there's nothing wrong, then why are you helping them? And what's the value that you're providing them if they're not sick, right? And why would they be here in the first place? Why would they hop on a call? Obviously, there is a pain point. Obviously, there is a weakness or a sickness that your patient or your prospect is experiencing, and therefore they decided to hop on a call with you. So it's super important that you get crystal clear on why exactly they're on the call in the first place. On the second call, since they were merging and receiving some funding from some investors, they had an investor on board on the second call. So I had my CMO Adrian hop on the call with me to even the numbers out. So we had 2 and 2. Adrian provided some insights into the Facebook ads experience kind of things, and I was just pretty much the face of the agency. So they asked questions on, okay, so what do you guys even do? What's the type of ads that you run? Why is it different from other agencies? What makes you stand out? So I was like, okay, cool, man. So hey, it appears that you have a lot of questions and a lot of things you want to clear up in terms of Facebook ads. Typically, when a client asks you, okay, what's included? What do you guys do? To an untrained sales rep or an untrained salesperson, you're gonna be like, oh, cool, okay, so we do this as well. We do split tests on your ad, we scale the better performing ad, we do a lot of market research before running our ads. And this just opens up a lot of doors to the prospect. When you say one thing, let's say you say, okay, we split test your ads, and then you say, oh, we scale the ads. Whilst you're saying we split test the ads, your prospect is focused on, okay, so how do they split test? And they don't really pay attention to what else you say, further along the line, right? So it's really easy to just get, tangled up with providing a lot of details and technical stuff when you're explaining to the prospect what you do, and they get pretty confused. So Doing this hurts you as a sales rep. So what you should do is you should clear things up. You should be like, okay, cool. Well, hey, Marcus, you've told me that you're currently at 300K per month for your e-commerce store. You want to get to $1 million per month. And, I just want to get things really clear. And the biggest struggle right now is that, you have a great email marketing system in place. The only issue right now is just marketing your business profitably. Right now, your Facebook ad campaigns are at a 2 ROAS and you want to get to a 2.5 ROAS. Am I right? And Marcus was like, oh yeah, that's my situation right now. We would love to get a 2.5 just to get our margins up a bit. And I'm like, cool, Marcus. So what we do is we run Facebook ads, for e-commerce businesses, and we guarantee a 2.5 ROAS. And what we do for this is that we do market research before, running the ad. We run a testing phase, and after that, we scale the best performing ad sets. And this is what we do. And as you've seen from our case studies, we have a track record for getting above a 3 ROAS. A 2.5 ROAS for our agency is a bare minimum. So does that work for you, Marcus? And if we don't get a 2.5 ROAS for your business, we don't get paid, which is a huge loss from my end, or we work for free. How does that sound, Marcus? And Marcus and the investor, Brandon, was like, okay, that seems like a very good offer. That's not too big of an ask, and 9.7K is pretty good. With no performance fee on top of that, I think it's a very fair ask. So that was the second call, and we did not close on that call because at the end they did have to talk about it. I did handle the objection pretty well. The CMO of the agency, Adrian, did say that I was a beast at handling those objections. But at the end of the day, if they really need to talk about it, they can't really make a decision on that call. I'm not going to force them to do it. I said to them really bluntly, hey man, I get that you guys need to make a decision. I'm not going to push you if you guys need more time, but I cannot guarantee a spot for next month. Okay, cool, we'll get back to you by the end of the week. And by the third call, we managed to close them, 9.7K flat retainer per month. August has been pretty great for the agency so far. And, I just moved into this apartment in downtown Orlando just to record a bunch of crazy trainings for you guys for Wi-Fi Money Masterclass. So for those of you that are enrolled in that, I'm so excited to have you go through those trainings with me. And yeah, guys, so that was a full transparency of how I closed 9.7K per month retainer. And we signed this client last week, and we're already starting the testing phase. Things are looking great. We're getting around a 4 ROAS for the testing phase. So once we scale up, we'll expect a drop in ROAS. Should be around a 3 or a 2.8 or 2.9. That's what I'm expecting, and that's what Adrian is projecting for them. So things are looking good. The 9.7K is here to stay, and really focusing on delivering the client experience beautifully and making sure that they're always satisfied. So even though if we even just hit a 2.51 or 2.52 ROAS, they're exceptionally happy with the service delivery because the experience is on point. We have a guy who takes care of the client experience, makes sure that they reply quickly, make sure that we're pushing them, giving them accountability when they're working. It's a great experience overall. So, they're gladly paying 9.7K per month. And, things are looking great for the next 6 months because they did sign on a 6-month contract. So yeah, guys, this was just a full, curtains pulled back video on how I signed that 9.7K per month retainer. I decided to make this video today because I want to just lay it out on you guys rather than having my editor do it today. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys in the next one, and I'll see you guys soon. Stay strong and work hard.